Om Shanti, and a very good evening to all of you. अगर आपको ये हिंदी में सुनना है तो आप ज़ूम में इंटरप्रिटेशन में हिंदी लैंग्वेज सिलेक्ट कर सकते हैं. So today's topic is very nice. The topic is the power of light, or I would say the power of being light. We all want to stay light, easy, happy, right? And I think that is what we strive for. Each and every day and each and every moment. And so, if that is our aim, to stay light, why we are not able to maintain that lightness throughout the day? Maybe in the morning, when we wake up, we are fresh, we are hopeful, we are enthusiastic, and we want to do many things, right? Take care of all the chores and fulfill all the responsibilities, right? But then what happens during the day? Why we become heavy, right? Or I would say tensed or stressed, right? Or frustrated, right? You can see that each and every step, right? It could be more complicated, more difficult to deal with. So what is that which create heaviness, right? If we try to understand, right, like when you have when you go to a doctor for your yearly checkup, right, what the doctor takes into consideration is your body mass index, right? Based on your height, your age, how much is your body weight, right? And if you have, if your weight is more, then doctor will tell you to do exercise and all, right? Because you have to have a certain amount of body weight, right? And if it is more, then maybe while doing things physically, it would be more strenuous. More organs are stressed because of the weight of the body is more, right? And in the spiritual terms, it's the same thing. The heaviness is of the mind, right? Maybe I could be very thin, but I could have an heavy mind, right? And that can bring heaviness, isn't it? So what is the heaviness which we create in our day-to-day life? Or I would say we become tense, or we become stressed, we become frustrated, and we are, I would say, not at peace, right? There are many situations where we go through different things, and the only reason is, I would say that what I have to work on is really to watch what I think, right? Because many times you will say, and what I think, how will I know? From what I speak. So if I speak, right, many times you will hear, we say it very casually, right? that that I don't know what is going to happen. I don't know future, right? And so these not knowing creates fear. It creates stress, right? Unknown will always create a stress, right? And sometimes when we remember of the past, again, past bad memories or memories which can bring sorrow, right? If you remember that, what will happen? You feel heavy, right? You feel disconnected with yourself. You feel low at that time. And that also creates heaviness, isn't it? And so many times we have self-doubt. That also creates heaviness, right? People, those who have anxiety, you will find that they always feel burdened about little things, whether they will be able to do it or not, whether I will be successful or not. These kind of doubts will definitely create anxiety, isn't it? And that also creates some kind of heaviness, right? And so it is very important, right, that if I want the well-being of the self, then I really have to watch what I think. And there is power in thinking. Okay? And what is that power is that what that power is, it's, if you want to understand, it's very simple, right? If you are happy, what kind of vibrations you are spreading? You are spreading vibrations of happiness. If you are peaceful, what you are going to vibrate is peace, right? But if you are tensed, if you are pessimistic, right? If you are upset, what kind of vibration you are spreading, right? Of being annoyed, of being unhappy, of being peaceless, right? So what we think, that is what we radiate. Once I understand this, you will be more careful about what you are thinking. So always you pause for a moment, reflect and see, whatever am I thinking, is that what I want for myself? Right? Is it going to make me feel good? This simple question will allow you to distinguish whether I should be thinking that or not. Right? Because, and that is why you will find out in the world also, people say that whatever you keep on thinking, that is what you create actually. Okay? And the another power is the power of visualization. Whatever you visualize, it becomes very easy to achieve it or to experience it. Like if I give you an example of visualization, is like what happens is, like say for example, many times what we do is, like say for example, we are on a diet, right? And the same example, if the doctor has told that okay, you have to reduce weight and you cut down your sweets or something, right? And if you tell to yourself that don't eat sweet, to yourself, don't eat sweet, what are you creating as a visual image? What do you create? Like say for example, you like chocolates very much and you tell yourself have no chocolates. You tell to yourself, no chocolates. I cannot eat chocolates. I don't want to eat chocolates. What image you are creating? Huh? You are creating an image of chocolate, isn't it? Even though you are telling to yourself, I don't want to eat chocolate, but what you are visualizing is a chocolate. So the more more you tell to yourself that no, I don't want to eat chocolate. I don't want to eat chocolate. What will happen? This image keeps on appearing again and again and again. Ultimately, what will happen? You cannot resist, and ultimately you will eat it. You will say, oh, I'm frustrated that this thought of eating chocolate is keep coming to me. It is bothering me. And then you will feel, just let me just eat it, finish it. Then that thought will not occur. Right? Isn't it? Why it is happening? Because mind doesn't... So there is no image to know or not. There is no image of no or not. So when you tell to your mind, if you say, I don't want to eat chocolate, what mind is creating is a image of chocolate. Right? So the technique with the mind is, if I want to stay light, what I have to do? I have to be very, very optimistic. Right? And optimistic means, in my thoughts, in my words, there cannot be no or not. Right? So in this same scenario, what you are going to tell to yourself? You are not going to say, I don't want to eat sweets, I don't want to eat chocolates. What you have to do? What you are going to eat? Oh, I am going to have salad, which is more healthier. Right? So then you are not, your mind will not distract you. Okay? So I have to be very, very assertive in my thinking, where there is no word of no or not in it. Then your mind, then you tell your mind that, oh, I am going to do exercise today, and you will be able to do it. Oh, I am going to eat healthy food today, you are going to eat that. Right? Because what you want to do, you keep on thinking about that. And then mind will automatically, it may take some time initially, but automatically it will get diverted to what you want to do. Because that's where you are putting your energy. So that is why I said there are two powers, power of thoughts and power of visualization. Right? And power of thought is again very, very important. Like, so say for example, imagine right now, right? An example of that is, imagine that you are squeezing lemon and you are having the taste of that lemon juice. Right? The moment you create that thought, even though you don't have a lemon, but you will taste that sourness, isn't it? It is the power of thought, right? So it's the same thing. The body works like that. So when my mind is heavy, when my mind thinks negative, right, or when my mind thinks wasteful things, then it has an psychological impact on the body also. If you are tensed, the body is also getting that kind of vibrations. Right? So it is very important that when I think positively, when I use my mind in a right way, then I can experience lightness. Okay? We all want to experience lightness. We want to be very easy, right? But for that, I have to watch my mind. I need to channelize my mind. But most of our time goes in what? Watching others. Isn't it? What others are doing, what my family members are doing. This one is not doing this right, and this one is not doing this right. Our focus is most of the time onto others, what others are doing, what they are supposed to do, and what they are doing. Whole attention is towards others, and very much less attention is towards the self. Then what will happen? Then my mind is set free, and so it will think whatever it wants to think, and then I will also experience then similarly things, right? So have this mantra in life that I have to look at myself. I don't have to look at others. I have to look at myself. And the more you start having this practice of looking at yourself, you will find that whatever problems, situations you are going through, you will be at ease, and you will be able to handle it much more in a better way than thinking about them and worrying about it, getting influenced by it. Is not the way to find a solution. The more you are within to yourself, you watch your thoughts, you see what is your intention, and you will make a big shift in you and whatever you are dealing with, right? Then I can see things in a positive way, and that's where I can bring lightness, right? Because certain things you will find that it is not in your control, right? Outside situation, right? If Russia bombards, right, Ukraine, what can you do? You can sit and listen. Yeah, it is a bad thing, but what you can do? You cannot. So certain things you will find that you cannot do much. But what you can do is stay positive, send positive vibrations. That is my contribution. And not only that, even like say for example in the family, two people don't get along with one another. What can you do? Can you do anything? Many times the answer is no, right? You try to convince, but still they don't listen. They are not ready to understand. What will happen? You have to live with it. What I have to do? What is the option I have? Give good wishes. Let me be positive and send positive vibrations, right? Because that is very effective. But am I doing it? Or am I worried and concerned about what has happened? How to resolve, when it will resolve, right? So see what you can do and work for that. And don't have unknown things overpower you, right? Some things which are not in control, right? That will keep things light. Okay. And the one another beautiful thing which we learn here at Brahma Kumaris is that we are, as souls, we are light. Okay? Soul is an energy, and energy is light. Energy is always in the form of light. So when I am light, then I will see everything with lightness, right? And so it is very important to have that understanding that I, the soul, am light. And the more you practice that, you will find that everything around you will also become light. Okay, this is another way to look at it. And what we are, our original nature is of peace. Our original nature is of love. So just being in that moment will make you feel light, easy, happy. Right? And for that moment, and so if you want to experience the power of lightness or power of being light, is whenever you sit for a few minutes in meditation, at that moment, don't think about past, don't think about future, just be in present. Right? Whatever you want to do for yourself, right? Only think about that. That will bring lightness. Right? And when you are light, then what happens? See, it is like someone who is carrying, say for example, a backpack which is of 25 pounds, which is quite heavy. And if that person is carrying, and that is the maximum weight that person can carry. If you give any more weight, what will happen? That person will say, no, I cannot do it. Or if you really give forcefully, the person will break down, right? Because he cannot take it. He is carrying the maximum weight, right? But someone who is not taking anything, for that person, if you give something, he say, okay, I don't mind, right? So it is the same thing in life also. If I have an habit of not taking the burden and I stay light, then what happens when the situations come in front of me, I can handle it much better. Because I am light, I can handle it better, right? So there is this wisdom to be light. There is no sense of keeping myself heavy. And we become heavy of whatever reasons I have told, right? And so, make this habit of always check yourself and see that am I light? Am I having any pressure? Actually, there is no pressure. If you take it, then it becomes a pressure. But if you don't take it, then it is easy. Right? It is up to whom, how I take it. Right? So it is very important that, say for example, someone comes and taunts you or say negative things to you. If you don't take it, right? If you don't buy it, then what? Then you are not affected, isn't it? It is like, say for example, someone gives you a garbage bag which is full of garbage things, not of any value, right? And it is smelling also, which you generally put at the end of the day outside in the trash bin, right? If someone gives with lot of love, that, oh, I love you so much, and so that is why I am giving it to you, you keep it with you, will you keep it? Will you keep it? Right? So if someone is taunting you, someone is saying something negative, someone is insulting you, what is it? It is garbage. And if I don't take it, then it is with whom? If I don't take it, it is with that person, right? So it is that simple. I don't have to just accept it. right? And if you don't accept it, then you are okay. Then you don't become heavy. But when I become heavy, when I keep on thinking about it, this person said this to me, this person said this to me, and that person would have said 10 years ago. And I'm remembering that it is as if that someone is saying it to me now. That will create heaviness, right? So it is a choice whether I want to be light or I want to be heavy. Ask this question all the time whenever you are free, right? Whether I want to be light or I want to be heavy. And immediately, whatever you are thinking, you will be able to discern it very quickly. And once you discern it, then follow that path. So this will help you to stay light. And that's why it is said power of being light. So when you are light, then you are like in that moment, whatever is required, you will be able to do it in that moment. So there will be, when you are light, then there is a presence of mind. So I can use my mind because I'm aware about what is happening around and I will give justice to that. Say for example, at that time maybe I need to show courage. I will show courage at that time. If that time I need kindness, I will use kindness. So whatever is needed in that given moment, I will be able to do it. Why? Because I'm light. I'm able to understand what is happening around. But the person who is heavy, what happens to that? When you are heavy, you are stressed up, what happens? Right? You are bothered about your own things. One small thing comes to you, and you will blast. One small thing will upset you like anything, like a big thing happened, but there was nothing. It was everything was inside so much. There was a pressure which was built inside. So little bit of an adverse situation will release that pressure then, right? And that shows that I am heavy, right? So now onwards, practice on a regular basis meditation, because meditation is very effective and it is actually a need of the time. Because there are so much things happening around, right? The life has become so hectic, right? So many things everyone has to do. On top of that, I have my own expectations, and that also becomes a challenge to meet. And on top of that, others have expectations towards me, right? So that is why it becomes very challenging. And that is why it is very, very important to meditate and unwind the things which can create heaviness. Right? And the more I unwind, the more I talk to myself, I will be able to release all those unnecessary pressures, unnecessary tensions, unnecessary expectations, so that I can stay light. So do you think it is possible to do it? Right? It is possible. Right? Only thing for that, be little consistent, spend time with yourself, right? And that is like give 5 to 10 minutes. If you are giving 24 hours for your responsibilities to take care of, or to take care of the family, can I not spend 5-10 minutes for my own self? Right? Knowing the importance of the self, you will be ready to spend 5-10 minutes. Okay? Start with 5-10 minutes and you will see such a big shift which can happen. And you will see that, yeah, whatever we have talked about, maybe you will start experiencing it. How to be light. Okay, with that, let's meditate. So make sure you sit straight, feet grounded, arms in relaxed position. Inhale deeply and exhale completely. Inhale positivity and exhale all the negative things. Release all the expectations of the day which I kept, and just be yourself. Focus on your breathing and relax. Be in the moment. And for a few minutes, let go of all the worldly thoughts and just be with yourself, your true self. Self means my thoughts, my feelings, my intentions. Let me stay very, very positive, optimistic, which I am most of the time. I think good about myself. I love myself. I respect myself. I respect myself by accepting myself as I am. Identify your goodness and see yourself with that pure vision. If there are any limits or constraints, I understand, and patiently I am working with it. The more I accept my real self, the more I am at ease. So accept yourself as I am. I accept myself completely. I know who am I and how I behave. I accept my goodness and I accept my weakness. When there is acceptance, then I am really grounded. I love myself by seeing myself being good at many things. Identify that. Identify virtues which I have. And see yourself with a very elevated vision. I am a hopeful being. Hope allows me to bring the best in me. Hope creates zeal and enthusiasm. I now understand the meaning of life. I stay hopeful, and being hopeful, I do my best. And that is all is in my hand. And so now onwards, I will stop the game of blaming. I am responsible for my well-being. And so, with courage, I accept this responsibility. And for this, I'm aware now that I have to think positive, channelize my mind positively, and I promise to myself that I will make this effort now onwards to think positively and channelize my thoughts positively. Because now I have understand what I think is what I radiate. That's what I vibrate with. And so I promise to myself that I will always be positive. Being optimistic allows me to stay light, free from burden, free from tension, free from all the worries. I am light. I visualize myself as soul being a form of light. I see myself as a divine point of light. And I spread the vibrations of lightness around. When I am at peace, I radiate light. This is such a wonderful experience of just being myself, being an image of light and sharing lightness. I am totally grounded, completely present in the moment. This makes my mind clean and clear. Om Shanti. Does anyone have any questions? Feeling light?
Thank you very much.
Feeling light? So practice this. And these recordings are there in our YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/@BK Edison. So that's what it is. Or you can go to our www.bknj.org, our website, and in that find the social media link, YouTube. Click on that and you will go to that page as well. And you can find all the recordings of our experiential meditation. Okay? And we have a very beautiful program this coming Sunday, October 26th, which is illuminating the light within. It is based on the Diwali festival time. So what is the spiritual significance of Diwali? And it's a very spiritual program. You will also have meditative experience. There is a skit. There is multiple things in it. It is a very nice experience. You can come in person to attend this. Okay, it is this Sunday, 5 to 6:30. Okay. Thank you very much for joining.
Raj Yoga meditation, it's going to be later on.
Pardon?
The Raj Yoga meditation.
Yeah, that will continue. Yes, that will continue with the usual timing, Saturday
on
and
Saturday.
Sunday.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you very much. It was very inspirational.
Thank you.
Om Shanti Bhai.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Om Shanti.